Sports. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome. And Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league. And we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting.
The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go here on Monday night. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
If there was one thing that was clear right off the jump from our meeting last week, Mike, it was the fact that he shouldered almost all of the blame for last week's loss on himself. Remember what he called his 2 interceptions. He said those are inexcusable. And when you go back and really study the tape, not everything was his fault. Protection at times, spotty. The separation downfield of some of his playmakers, very inconsistent. And truthfully, I didn't love all of the play calls. They're going to have to be better as an entire offense.
Line now on 2nd and 2. Geno to throw. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Second and 7. They give to Hall. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Seventh play of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. From the gun, it's Geno. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand.
And this one is blocked.
So they clearly have a beat on this kicking unit. Now, there's 2 ways to do it. They either have a tip on the long snapper or the holder. But either way, in this case, they're able to time the snap count perfectly, gain an advantage on the outside, and come away with a huge block.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. It is the rookie from Tennessee. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's 2nd and 6. Now, faking the give. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Detroit.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He's inside the 25. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. It's his fourth touchdown on the year. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll get about 6 there, setting another run here with Hall. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, Smith. That is intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 32 yards.
They certainly wasted no time trying to take advantage of that great field position, and I love it. So often we see teams either in sudden change or when they have a shorter field to go, they want to strike early. There is such a correlation in the NFL, Mike, between explosive plays and your ability to end drives with points.
Back to the air once more on second down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
That is brought in at the 10. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in.
He puts it up, and it's caught.
And this is where the threat of run just opens up everything else in your offense, especially when you have a premier back lined up behind center. And this is one of those cases where the defense is so worried about how do we stop this ground game. You don't have enough guys to account for everyone in the passing game, and results in an easy touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Give up the middle with Hall. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Got it with Smith in Jigba. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Smith. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete, but it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call. One quarter here on a Monday night. 14-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On the bootleg, it's Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
He finds Metcalf on the slant. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Working out of the gun, Smith. That is hauled in at the 5. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming at.
And he will take it in himself. Geno Smith, touchdown Seattle. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. And this one is blocked. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And they will finally run him down.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now they'll set up to throw. Now he'll run. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
The outside complete to Thomas. He is in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Lions.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want like this after the catch, and great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions... a 21-6 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. At about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On the bootleg, it's Smith. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action now. It's Gino. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Got a man. It's Lockett. 15 yards through the air. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Off the play fake, it's Smith. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Oh, he coughs up the football. And the defense has it. Well, that changed quickly. A terrific scramble, getting downfield, picking up yardage, but then dropping the football. It comes out, and the defense comes up with the recovery.
There's not many quarterbacks in the league, Mike, that can make that play with their legs. It's just such a shame that at the end of that run, he fails to protect the ball. The defense is able to jar it loose and take it away of what otherwise was a pretty fantastic play there by that quarterback.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And 3rd down coming up. He'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, That's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have a Lions first down. The defense a little lax there. They gave up 9, facing 4th and 4. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now, faking the give. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he will go all the way. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. A give. Here's Hall. Now a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On 2nd down, Walker. Third down, 3 to go. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. On the jet sweep, the give to St. Brown. This defense backed up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. 2nd and goal. At the 3-yard line. That one taken in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Lions. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions add on to their already sizable lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Smith to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. So, we have hit halftime here on a Monday night. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. One-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Lions offense and their quarterback. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Off he goes.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Lions first down. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Mike McDonald, not a huge fan of that last call, and he will throw the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you look. So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He keeps it himself.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them. Mike, you want to convert on 3rd down? Get the ball in your hands of your best players. And this guy, he is a playmaker, whether it's out catching passes like he's used to or working as a runner instead.
That is caught. What a throw. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the knock. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by... From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They go play action with Smith. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Gino. The ball's out. The Lions have got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
And he's going to be taken down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
That is caught by the tight end, Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. Here's Bates for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Going to return this from the 10. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. First and 10 now from the 36. On the give, it's Hall. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Smith, RPO, and that's Lockett. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
A run here with Hall. Second and 7. Off the play fake. Smith. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The big fella, Quentin Williams, forcing his way in for the sack. Third and long. Working out of the gun, Smith. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish.
And he'll take it on in. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seahawks. Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will get just a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Woo. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Set to go now on first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Throwing now on first and 10. A throw on the move is caught. And he's got another one. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown number 3 for him in the game. He's up to 20 on the season. Bates now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. It's first down, and it's Hall. Up the sideline. And now for a second time, he loses the football. The Lions have got it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Jahmyr Gibbs. The speed on display. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. They'll run with Wright. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Let's go. Back to throw. That is caught at the 3. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Nice grab there by Sam Laporta, and he's looking to follow up here in year 2, Mike, on what's been one of the best rookie campaigns we've seen from a tight end in a long time. Second-team All-Pro, led all tight ends with 10 touchdowns. You just don't see young tight ends.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. First and 10. On the bootleg, it's Smith. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. On second down, Smith. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the shotgun, Smith. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second. So, it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Nicole Hardman deep to return. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, it doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down. And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
They'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Lions. What a night he's having. Touchdowns in this game alone. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown catch, number 20 on the year. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just a fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. A second down throw for Smith. Oh, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the...
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Detroit. He is having a performance to remember That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. And I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
On first down is Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
The problems continuing. He coughed it up again. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up fourth down. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. The Lions called their first timeout. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, faking the give. He'll tuck it and take off. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long. Not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
He'll take off again.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. And And he'll twist his way to a good run. A pickup of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. And with that last throw, the record comes into focus. He has gone over 500 passing yards in this game alone. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. And he will score again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Smith to throw. He'll get this out to his... Oh, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again. Here's 2nd and 9. Smith now. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks cut into the lead a little bit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense and Brian Thomas set to take over yet again. And it's looking like 4-0 might be in the cards. Looking to finish off a perfect September as they're going to start this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He runs with it.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. There he goes again.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure is good, but you have to contain him. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
In motion comes Thomas. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 10 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll throw out of the gun. Taking off. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one. Try it again here from the 7-yard line. Second down and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions are able to extend the lead. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Lions. They finish off the first month of the season perfect, as the victory runs their mark to 4-0.